Hey guys, Marvel Fan 45 here, and today we'll be reviewing Aguirre, The Wrath of God. It was released in 1972 and stars Klaus Kinski and is directed by Werner Herzog. Now, I wasn't originally going to do a review today. My cold's starting to go away, basically. I'm starting to feel better. But yeah, this film I felt like I had to review because it's absolutely genius in everything it does. But yeah, the plot is basically the King of Spain in, I think it's near the 1800s, sends an expedition to go find El Dorado. And that is it. Very simple. But the thing is, it's much darker than that plot makes it sound. This film is the film that inspired Apocalypse Now. And if you're familiar with Apocalypse Now, then you know what you're getting into with this movie. But I think this movie is better than Apocalypse Now. This is on another level than Apocalypse Now. I mean, I absolutely love Apocalypse Now, but this slightly edges it out for me. But yeah, let's talk about the direction. So, Werner Herzog's direction, I've heard tons of things about it, especially from Fitzcarraldo, which I think will be my next watch. But his direction, he uses sort of natural lighting in this amazing way, and everything just feels, in this movie, everything feels serene. But what's really happening is not. I mean, whenever he wants things to start feeling different, like a couple specific scenes involving a village, he completely changes the angle, basically. Like, he starts filming it in a different way, basically, which is interesting. But yeah, it's filmed immaculately. I mean, the opening shot of the people coming down the mountain is one of the best shots, just period, I've seen. I've seen in a while, but I've only been watching good shots recently. But there's my favorite shot of the movie has to be the shot where he's on the outside of the raft. I don't even know how he got this shot. So they're on this raft, and Klaus Kinski playing Aguirre, just everything on the boat is silent. And Klaus Kinski is starting to get super paranoid because of the silence. And then immediately he tells everyone to just start firing. And that's one of the most intense scenes I've legitimately seen in a long time. I mean, there's just so much tension because nothing is happening, but at the same time, you were so well adjusted to so much sound at the beginning of the movie that when he takes the sound away, all of a sudden you're just like left cringing, basically, in fear. Like, I cramped up a little bit during the scene. It's quite intense, but it's directed immaculately again. I mean, the shots with the fires may be the best shots. And, well, no, every single shot's amazing. I can't say one shot is better than another. But yeah, wow, the direction is absolutely amazing. The acting by Klaus Kinski, there are tons of other actors in this. I can't pronounce their names, but Klaus Kinski as Aguirre is amazing. I mean, he's so quiet in the film that you just sort of fear him, basically, in this interesting way. I mean, Klaus Kinski was perfect for the role. And yeah, he's the big standout. All the other actors are amazing as well, but Klaus Kinski really steals the show. When he gives his 3 speeches, I think, because he has a speech at the end, beginning, and middle. Yeah, his 3 speeches are all amazing. They're short speeches, so they aren't really big 5-minute long speech scenes, but like they're so impactful, especially in the ending scene, because I loved the ending. So in the ending, what he starts talking about, it's what the priest starts talking about. It suddenly changes everything you just witnessed in the movie, sort of in a twisty way, but also not in a twisty way, because it really makes you question everything that was happening. I may legitimately do a deep dive onto this film, about this film, sorry. I'm still a little sick. I'm planning to do one on Persona as well, because I finally got an interpretation of that I can say, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that interpretation. But yeah, this one has an ambiguous ending, which I love. But yeah, the use of silence in this film is amazing. But my favorite way he uses it is in this battle scene, where it seems like there would be all these loud explosions and tons of stuff going on, but he makes everything completely silent. And that somehow, he doesn't make everything silent, obviously, like the weapons firing, all that's not silent. But like, he lessens all the sounds of the jungle and everything around them down, where there's no epic music playing, there's none of that. It's just this slow-moving battle sequence, which is amazing. I just loved this film. I mean, I would highly recommend, if you're a cinephile, this is required viewing, in my opinion. I mean, this has to be seen. I mean, everything about it, every aspect of it, is literally perfect. I mean, it's not for everyone, though. It's extremely slow and quiet. Again, like, this movie is extremely quiet. There aren't a lot of explosions. There are a couple, but like, it's not an action movie, basically. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do a spoiler review on this film once I've seen it a couple more times, so I can once again get a more concrete interpretation of the ending, because the ending once again adds like 3 different things all at once, like 3 simultaneous. A character says something, a character sees something, and then it ends, basically. I just love this film. I'm so glad this was on Criterion Channel. I'm going to be purchasing this film and much of Herzog's other work soon. I mean, just wow. This film is on another level. I mean, I didn't expect it to be this good, but it was beyond good, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think there is a film quite like this film, honestly. I mean, Aguirre, The Wrath of God is completely different from everything else I've reviewed on this channel. I mean, there's just something about it. Like, once you start watching it, if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. It just feels different. But another thing about it, once again, gotta say, film's not for everyone. It's extremely slow. Like, there's not a lot of action. It's artsy. It's extremely artsy, actually. And once again, not a lot of dialogue, which I love in my films. If you can make a film good without using dialogue, then that's really impressive. This film doesn't use a lot of dialogue, but when it does, it's extremely effective. But, I mean, everything is perfect. Klaus Kinski as Aguirre, the direction, the plot, just everything. I'll be purchasing this soon, and yeah, this is a recommended watch for, I wouldn't say anyone, but once again, if you can take slow, artsy movies, because I don't mean slow like it's a slow burn, like it's slow beginning to end. There's no big climax. That's another great thing about it. The ending, the climax, it's quiet. It doesn't have a big explosive finale. It just sort of leaves you thinking. Highly, highly recommend this. Already in my favorite films. I'll be doing an updated favorite films video soon, and yeah, check this film out if you're a hardcore cinephile and you can take slow artsy stuff. And yeah, that's it. Stay safe, stay quarantined, and have a good day. Oh, and thank you to Letterboxd. One of the people I follow on there recommended I watched this today, and I had the spare time, so I decided to. But yeah, stay safe, stay quarantined, and have a good day. And definitely check this film out if you're a hardcore cinephile again.